I think we've been there since January, so I don't know about more desperate. I think we feel, if anything, positive and optimistic because we're playing pretty well. We feel like we can go out and beat people.
And of course, trying to get Paul, back into the flow of things, but you don't have a lot of time to take your time with him.
Yeah. I mean, it is a little tricky because we need him back, but at the same time, we can't afford to, have a week or two of bad performances trying to get him back. Trying to fit together the pieces again. But these are things we're going to have to face and we're going to have to conquer because we need him back, and we need the wins at the same time.
How mentally tired is this team now?
I think we're pretty good. I think what fatigue we may have mentally or physically over the cumulative effect of the season is also made up for the fact that we're playing good basketball. We're winning at a high rate, and we feel like when we go out on the court we can beat people.
Steve, what's been the key to the bench productivity of late?
I think opportunity. I mean, they're getting a steady diet and opportunity to do what they do. I think they really play well together. The ball moves, and they set each other up, and they make it difficult to guard them as a unit.
13 games left. What has to be the keys for this team to finish strong as the regular season winds down?
Well, I think first and foremost we got to really play with energy defensively. If we're engaged, we get back in transition. We're a pretty good half-court defensive team, so that's got to be number one. And then two, I think just trying to continue to get more and more efficient with each other, understanding each other, and learning from the experiences we've gathered together thus far.
You and Steve are comparably a small backcourt in the NBA. How have you two compensated for that defensively?
Well, I think most of the time, one of us has got a bigger guy, and we just try to battle and fight and make it difficult, make it make a team decide. Do they want to try to exploit our size? And if they do, they're going to have to really go through a disruptive little guy down there trying to make it hard, and sometimes that can throw teams off their rhythm.
You've got 4 Hall of Famers, 2 Defensive Players of the Year, you an MVP, Kobe an MVP. Who or what has to be an X factor on this team?
Well, I think the bench is going to be huge. Meta, I think, as well, has got to, really play his role, to a T. So we've got a few guys that can be the X factor, I think. So, I think the team's kind of rounding into a position here where we feel more and more confident, more and more efficient and cohesive, and I think that's why we're playing good basketball.